Hi everyone, Drini here, and welcome to my channel. So we're currently venturing out to visit other blockchains, the Avalanche blockchain in particular, and we're currently under the sea because we are here to talk about Crabada. Crabada is pretty much touted by the Avalanche gaming community as the Axie Infinity for Avalanche. So let's dive into the charts just to see what's going on. So a lot of you may have heard of Crabada but haven't really checked it out fully. So what we're going to do is we're just going to check out some key details just to see if there are red flags for Crabada before diving into the charts. So the first thing to note about Crabada is currently the market cap is around 85 million. Now, one of the good things about checking things in CoinMarketCap is when you look at the circulating supply is currently verified, meaning Crabada is not lying to us and is very open and transparent with the circulating supply. That already is a good thing about this particular gaming crypto. Currently places Crabada at 448. So when you look at the market cap per se, there's already good potential here that we have a lot of room to grow should Crabada be popular and get noticed among the investing community. So now that we have some good indication that at least the token is sound from a transparency standpoint, let's take a look at the charts. So what I have here is I have the chart of CRA on a daily time frame. Since its launch in November of 2021, to be perfectly honest, Crabada has really just gone on a sideways continuous motion right here. So CRA is pretty much crabbing about. So when you look at the particular pattern right here, it did form after the subsequent moon right here and the dump and the consolidation. It actually went through a 5-wave Elliott wave structure right here. So this is your wave 1, this is your wave 2, this is your wave 3, this is your wave 4, and this is your wave 5. So after peaking right here, it has now undergone an A, a B, and a long C correction right here, coinciding, of course, with Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto markets. On one hand, one of the positive things about Crabada is during this particular high right here at around February 11, while the crypto markets were really diving quite significantly, 90, 95%, sometimes 99% for some projects, Crabada actually has gone down only by around 70%. So from a downside risk perspective, the price action was pretty healthy. Unfortunately, what's happening with the CRA token at the moment is we are currently getting rejected off of the 21 EMA right here. So other gaming cryptos, as you may have watched in some of my other videos, they have already gone past the 21 and the 55 EMA, one or the other, and are currently enjoying uptrends. Meanwhile, Crabada is pretty much still crabbing about right here. If that's the case, it's either there may be some problems with the game economics, or Crabada is not as popular as we would like it to be, where interest doesn't pick up when sentiment is actually more positive, or there could be something else that we don't know. So it remains to be seen whether or not we are going to break through this particular EMA structure right here. But at the moment, what may be happening here is it could be that this is a wave 1 right here and this is a wave 2, and we are in the midst of a wave 3 acceleration right here. So a potential destination is if we take this as the local high and any of these points as the local low, for example, the potential destination of Crabada, if and when we break through this particular EMA structure, is we can aim for the 1618 target of around $5 right here. So a potential scenario that may happen, assuming of course that we finally break through here, and this is pretty alarming, is this could be your wave 1 right here, this is your wave 2. A wave 3 hopefully can lead us quite significantly to the upside where we test this 1, for example. A wave 4 correction and finally subsequently either a blow off top of wave 5 or somewhere settling here around the 1.272 right here. The strength of the wave 3 will determine the final destination of the wave 5. If we finally break through this structure and the wave 3 is a strong move to the upside right here, for example, it goes all the way to the 1.272 of around $3.30, then the correction is slightly shallower right here and we can reach the target of $5 somewhere in the future. But until then, let's take it one at a time. The key thing to note here is if you plan to come into Crabada or CRA, the most prudent thing to do is actually wait for the EMA structure to be broken to the upside. Because if Crabada will literally crab about right here, then the opportunity cost of coming in here, if Crabada will just literally go sideways, you might as well put that investment somewhere else. So just something to note when investing in CRA. So when it comes to their currency or TUS or under the sea or treasure under the sea, very similar to CRA, it really has just been crabbing about. So after its particular launch right here, went up on a 5-wave structure right here, Then you have an A, a B, a C correction. And right now, we are currently in the same boat as CRA, where we got rejected off of the 55 EMA right here, and we are struggling to get back up right here. So everything that we talked about for CRA also applies to TUS. If you want to invest in TUS, or if you want to load up on TUS, if you're using the currency actively in the game, then this is a good buying opportunity because you can buy more, of course. But if you want this to profit, then you kind of have to wait for the break in the EMA structure in order to come in here. Otherwise, the risk is really not worth trying to load up right here when the potential scenario could be a literal crab sideways until further notice. One potential reason why Crabada may be undergoing a sideways correction and sentiment is not picking up for the project is when I go to the marketplace, the entry level for a Crabada character is pretty expensive. So what I have here is I have the filters from lowest to highest price for the crabs. An entry-level team, for example, for Crabada is $3,000. While of course Axie Infinity also had those types of highs a few months ago. The thing with it though is Axie Infinity became popular first before the Axies became very expensive. But in this case, this could be a potential barrier to entry because as you can see, this is the lowest price Crabada. When I filter it but the opposite way, you have some people selling Crabada at around $1 million right here. On one hand, they may be promising a lot of income here. At the end of the day, if you're going to spend $3,000 just to get into the game, that may be a bit too much for a lot of average people to come in. Even guilds will probably not be able to spend $3,000 for their respective scholars if this game has any scholars. So it remains to be seen whether or not Crabada can really step into the limelight and finally pick up decent price action. Until then, just wait for current breaks and EMA structure before doing anything else. Otherwise, you may be stuck in a situation of prolonged accumulation.